Hello everybody, it is 1:45 in the morning, and before I sign off to go to bed, a place that I'm really missing at this moment in time, I wanted to share with you what I'm doing recently with XRRR, or as Tim insists on calling it, XRRR, because it's a piratey add-on, apparently. So, one of the main things I'm doing is keeping a little less tight lip thing over the source code. We don't really need to show off all the bloody files involved. Though I did get a nod of surprise that I only used the source files, one source file for each thing. They're significantly large source files. But yes, I've modified these significant. That one needs some modifications to it. It's not potentially the most efficient thing way in which I could be doing what it does. It is kind of open source, but not yet, because I haven't got round to releasing the source code for it. I will probably release all the source code with version 1.0. We're not there yet. This is version 0.8. Sort of. Not finished. Not done. I should probably change that, shouldn't I? There we go. That can be a constant value, in fact, because why not? So yeah, I do a lot of crap in there I shouldn't do. It's quite bad code. Well, it compiles and it flies and it does what it's meant to, so at this point I don't care. Okay, so one thing I did do today was installed the DirectX 9 client into my work in progress installation. It seems to be the direction that XR development has taken, so it should probably be the direction that my add-on for the XR series should take as well. And I quite like doing performance tests when I've got 300, 400 frames per second to spare. Actually, when I'm not recording video, I get about 600 frames per second, but we should all be so lucky, I suppose. Camtasia knocks it down to about 250, 300 depending on circumstance, and Fraps knocked it down to about 30, which wasn't brilliant. So, these are still not finished. They need to be finished before I get to 0.8. I keep forgetting to work on them. We'll turn them features off as well, because I'm still not confident that they work like they're supposed to. But there's a new button. All this stuff is still broken and doesn't work. But there's a new button. This one is grayed out because we're not in the situation. That one actually works, I think. This new button. I've got random damage, and we've had random damage for quite a while. And it occurred to me today that scheduled failures may also be useful. Now, it needs a little alignment. This mock-up dialog box is not staying like this. And this doesn't work yet either. But what it will do is find all the scenarios with an XR vessel, and generate how many XR vessels are there in this scenario. Okay, so we'll find each one and bring them out and modify the scenario. Only the XR that you've chosen here from this scenario here. You've got to bear with me, use a bit of imagination to fill in these boxes that don't exist yet. And then you can say, well, I'll use time-based failures, or I'll use event-based failures, or I'll use both. Now, what I mean by time-based is we'll get to 25,000 seconds into the simulation, and the vessel's main engines should fail. Hit that button, and it'll add it to a failure list. So, what I want to modify, let me find a convenient scenario file to show you from the XR series. We'll just open U, where we have the XR's definition. So here, there's an awful lot of stuff to get saved under this anyway. I want to add in certain tags to say to, because they've already got their own individual object here, so I figure I can just add a few different tags with, let's say, just fail at this particular time in the scenario. Now, event-based failures, this one I mean, let's say we want to get, the vessel can get up to 25,000 feet of altitude. Yes, I know I've already used 25,000 and orbiter measures in meters, but that's not the point. Gets to that altitude and one of the wings falls off. That's the kind of thing I want. Gets to 100% engine thrust and the main engines explode. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. And again, record failure. Now, this button, when it works, will pop up yet another little dialogue that shows you all the failures that are listed, split again, time-based, event-based. You'll be able to modify and delete out of each list, and then there's a nice clear all schedule failures from this vessel button there. But for now, the only buttons that work on this are that one and that one. And it's fairly nice. It does work, sort of. So that was the change to that. That's really what's changed recently. I don't think I've much else that I've done that would make any sense because nobody's seen the changes previously. What did I change before? Yes, I changed the way in which I had to change all the dialog box code, which is in here, because well, it wasn't particularly efficient, and because now I've got another dialog box, so we need to change this. But this is a nice way to do messages to a dialog box with a little for loop, rather than every single line, which is the way I was doing it before, and I really don't know why I was doing that. See, like this, I don't like this. This seems particularly inefficient to me. Someone fix it and make it better for me. I'm too tired. Need more coffee. Haven't got enough coffee to fix this. Ooh, hello. I've got comments. Fantastic. So yeah, at some point, if I make it open source, I'll probably do a video that goes through all the source and explains what it does and why it does it. Because the reasons behind this are not because I want people to look at my code and think that it's particularly good or it's particularly bad or, you know, whatever. Though I'm always looking for improvement as a programmer. That's not the point. The point is, I'm doing this for fun, as are, well, hopefully most of the other developers for Orbiter. I'm doing this for fun, and it has been since June 2010. I've been doing that, and bear in mind it's now September 2011, so it's been a year and a half of my life making this thing. But I'm doing this for fun, and the fun part is that other people benefit from it. Other people will enjoy using it. That's the plan, anyway. That's the hope. And you know, I just, if other people can learn from the things that I've done, how to code OAPI modules, for instance, which is somewhere around here. The OAPI module. This is an OAPI module plugin. It's the new thing for 2010. OAPI module. See, there we are. It's friends with its MFD. It doesn't actually do anything with MFD. OAPI module render mode. See, there are certain differences between MFD's plugins and vessels, and this is the different way to do plugins now that exists, and it's quite nice. It's not, I would say, finished, perhaps. I think there's a bit more work needs to be done on OAPI module itself, but certainly very useful for doing things like this. And when I bear in mind where this started out, this is a 3,592 lines of code, which probably could be done in 2,000, but that's not the point. This all started out as a conversation with Doug about a damaged GUI, I think it was, and it's turned into XRRR and repair, which has got a lot of features that, well, some people wanted, some that nobody wanted, but then I decided, well, this seems like fun. Like this schedule failures thing, nobody's asked me to put that in, but I just keep creeping the scope. That's why it's not finished, because I keep adding things to it, saying, oh, I'll do this. So yeah, I don't see much point in putting out another beta today because nothing really has changed from a playability point of view that wasn't in 0.7.8c. So once all of those things on this little list are finished, and I'm using my own dialogue templates as a little sort of to-do list. So once all this works, and once all these work, which, funnily enough, yes, thank you for that. Funnily enough, these are the more difficult ones because these are full subsystems, and I need to make that look more pretty as well, and probably more synonymous with that. For some reason I changed. Fuck off with it. For some reason I changed the font on this one, and I can't remember why. Let me just double check if that repair all button works, because I can't actually remember now. Testing XR2 damage test. Why not? I can't remember. I shouldn't debug in a window either. I should debug in a window. Sorry. But yeah, did I fix that or did I not fix that? I can't remember now. Repair all. Oh yeah, it does work. Very, very cheaty. Oops. It does work, but it crashes things. That's not good. Why is it crashed? Oh, that's not fair. Why did it do that? Let's see, let's have a look and see. Why did it do that? Case, IDC repair all. I'll go to repair all. Do. Yeah, you. Problem with you. Oh god. When did I write this? We fixed everything. All repaired is true. Of course. So, yeah, that might require some creative debugging to figure that out, because it just lodges a flag and then we leave post step to clear up all the action areas behind it. Yeah, if all repaired, delete action areas, P vessel -1. Warning check, master warning, exit warning inactive. Reset the MWS, that's fair enough. And then break. Don't know what we break out of there, but so we'll go through that then. Special case. I want to call them repair all button. So systems -1. Systems, and then the labels are in there somewhere. God, I'm not gonna figure this out at 2 in the fucking morning, am I? Never mind. I'll debug that one later, I think. Yeah, that I think is everything. I won't close that window because I don't know what's behind it. I will try and find some time to finish this off at some point. I'm hoping it won't take too long. By the time I finish this, the XR2 Mark II will be out and we'll have to start all over again to implement that. Anyway, that has been my progress update. It's a 14-minute long video, just of me wittering on. I do apologise if you were hoping for something entertaining. It probably wasn't, but never mind. Farewell.